select stream, refresh. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this. There we go. Okay, now it's showing live, so that's no problem. Yep, this one. Okay. Now we're back in it. So, just gotta finish some stuff up here. I believe we're 287,000 is nothing. So I will very easily get the rest of farming done right now. I think even just checking the couple trees that'll get this out of the way. 98k. The redwood tree I know for a fact is going to put me over. Hespori seed's decent, but don't necessarily need it. So yeah, the last couple days I've been doing some extra trees just to kind of get this stuff out of the way. Well, I guess I could have left that. Okay, well, not gonna need those. Papaya fruit, extra Hespori seed. This will be 99 right here. So let's get ready with the fireworks. Whoa, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Another redwood tree. I did get pretty lucky on those seeds. I was able to get quite a few seeds for redwoods from Hespori. Okay, so the rest I'm probably just gonna leave this. I don't really need farming now. Most of my stuff I've already gotten taken care of, so good to go here. And I'll leave Hespori. I've already gotten all my stuff I need to from that. So now it'll probably be heading back over to Hydra. I've got, I want to say 40 left on my task over there. This is an anti-poison, so I'm good on that. Let's do a couple extra super restores. Okay. And at this point, just over that 30,000 points mark. We're doing okay with it. This is probably as far as I'm going to actually kind of grind the tasks and anything. I'm going to look for other stuff, but that's most of the way through it at least. Now it's more about kind of hunting down, at least for right now, hunting down some extra gear stuff, and then trying to get myself ready for raids, Coliseum, and then I don't really see myself doing Inferno, but I think it'll be trying to get the stats, all my levels maxed before I try and do Inferno if I make it there. But for right now, back to the old usual. At this point, I want to say right around 400, if not slightly over 400 on Hydra, unfortunately, because I'm still waiting on the Lance. I've gotten just about every other drop other than the pet. The Lance and the pet are the only things I have left, but even the things that are more rare than the Lance, I've gotten a couple times. I've gotten the Jar of Chemicals, which is 2,000, so it's about twice as rare as the Lance. And then I've gotten the Thrown Axes drop once and the Knives drop. No, Thrown Axes twice and Knives once. And all of those I think either around or right at 1 in 2,000. So it's just kind of bad luck for right now. And through that, I'm getting very close to 100 million in defense, which is pretty crazy. I've been mostly using that just because I normally train defense a lot more anyway, so that's just what I've left it on. I know that with a Lance I'd get mixed experience, so it's not Not really ideal for training any one specific style, but it's really a temporary thing one way or the other. So 31 left on the task, not too bad. Couple elks. I do have some more elks that I can get done whenever I go back to doing agility. From finishing up smithing, I've got several hundred rune chain bodies that I made. So those are all getting elked into the cache stack. It's not too much I really need cache for. It'll be mostly for construction, but you know it never hurts to have a nice number to look at. Yeah, just thinking about I have to at some point um, look over some of the info on chambers. It's something I haven't done a lot of, so I'll definitely need to kind of study up before I go over there. Even if I do end up going with a small group or something, I'm going to need to know at least some of the basic mechanics of it, because it's been a long time since I've tried it. Even on main, I don't really do much raiding, so it'd be good to kind of review it if nothing else and just see what I have to do. I think that was a swap. It was good. 2, 3. Okay, nice and easy. Not too much remarkable about any of these kills anymore. It's been quite a few, and I didn't check my number. I'm at 461. That's too many. For leagues, that is too many on Hydra. And I've got quite a lot of Hydra bones if I do want to go back and get the quick 200 point tasks for prayer experience, because that's right around 18 or 19 mil per hour at the Gilded Altar. So worth holding on to them, because it's not really getting in the way with the banker's note. So just kind of holding on to a big stack. Ooh, didn't skip the blue phase this time. Still gotta deal with this dumb lightning. That's fine. It's all very simple, and a really big set of echo hits there. Swap. Couple heals. Very nice. Yeah, this one it seems like I don't even have to pay attention to where the items are going to drop, because there's already a little bit of variation in it. Normally it's the same spot where it goes for red phase. Yeah, made it past the 25 mil Slayer XP milestone just doing this, pretty much. I've been trying to skip tasks as much as I can to try and grind out some more kills for Lance, but so far no such luck. It's only a matter of time. I gotta stick with it until I get it, just because I know it'll be very helpful for a lot of things. I can go and do Vorkath, and I can use it for grinding towards some of my best in slots, especially if I try and go for the armor and possibly even a kite shield too. Those are really big upgrades for me, even if they're very, very rare. So we'll see. I may end up going to do that, but that will depend on just how much time I think it's going to take. Because I don't really know what the lance is going to look like in this. If it's going to be just absurd. Because there's a chance, like, if I get a lance and it's super, super quick, then that grind will be no problem, is going through and doing adamant and ruined dragons. Because I know those usually aren't too bad in the normal game, it's just kind of keeping track of food and prayer and everything, and that's, with Banker's Note, it's not too much to worry about there. But it would be something I'd like to have, just kind of, if nothing else, for some fashionscape, but also just because it'll be best in slot armor for me. There's not a lot of different armor upgrades that I have for these regions, so it'll help a lot improving from the Armadillo rune that I've got right now. Dragonstone bolts, that's no good for me. "28 kills left on the task. I certainly would hope I don't have to go all the way to 500 for it, since it's supposed to be a 1 in 200 drop, but you never do know. I mean, I'm pretty close already. Let's just use a special attack. Why not? Let's use another one. Why not? One kill at a time. It's a little slow. It's a little repetitive, but doing what I can. Prayer swaps are getting easier anytime I'm playing, honestly. It's one of the difficulties I had with just with this game in general is prayer swaps, but still equipment swaps are not super smooth for me. There we go. Got the right tile at least. And this is already swapped, so I'm good. Oops. It's not what I meant to do, but it works anyway. What do we got? Rune plate body, rune plate legs. Oops. Just set the inventory before we run. Yeah, I thought the farming would be a little bit longer. I thought I'd have to replace some of my plants. I didn't know I left it so close. But that's fine. There's still a couple minutes of kind of troubleshooting, and then farming is part of it too. I think it might have changed phases if I hit it one more time, but honestly it's a little better to just wait and get it over here, because then I'd rather try and get it to skip red than just get away from the little bit of the blue phase. Because the fire is really annoying. Last phase is easy enough that I don't have to worry about anything, so as long as I can get through this one and hopefully move it around a little bit on the floor. Nah, didn't make it. Oh, maybe just barely made it. Let's see, can I get him over here? Yeah. There we go. I may end up doing a shorter stream. Just, maybe just to finish up the task or something. Just a little something to kind of check in, you know? Some more bolts. Some more bones. I think that's a ranged attack. No. There we go, another prayer. Alright, and we keep going, 26 left. I guess I could switch to attack if I get bored with or if I hit 100 mil in defense. I don't think there's anything waiting for me beyond that. At least I hope not. I hope it's not a 200 mil task for experience, because that seems a little excessive, but you never know. I'm sure people are doing it. I'm sure, especially like with a scythe or something, it's pretty easily possible getting up there, because you're getting 3 hits at a time normally. So getting that with the echo hits and everything, I'm sure that's gotta be pretty wild. There we go. Another kill in the books. I'll grab the super restore over here. Dragon battle axe, not what we wanted. Gotten quite a few of those. It's good for alking. It's another 100k. We're just waiting on one item. Kind of the frustrating thing about this game is for a lot of stuff, there's no real guarantee of it. So you could do this as much as you want, and unfortunately this one, it's bound by Slayer tasks, so the problem is having to have enough points in order to skip tasks, come back here and do more of it. But even that, this is too much grinding. It'd be nice having some kind of reliable kind of insurance if you get really unlucky. Because I'm sure, like, at this point I've got to be getting towards like leaderboards for Hydra. I'm sure there's not people just grinding this boss out unless they haven't gotten something. Because this is one that is not too much trouble in the regular game. Mouse is a little slow today, but overall I'm doing okay. There we go. Just get the drops a little spread out. Onyx bolts, dragon longsword, hydra bones. Another set. Yeah, it's only a matter of time, right? Eventually I've gotta get this item. Let's check the high scores. If there's anyone grinding Hydra as much as me on leagues. It looks like there's less than 1,000 people who have done it this much. I'm rank 162 on Hydra right now. Yikes. So that goes to show how unlucky this has been. that is a very high rank for also not having a lance, because that definitely speeds this up a lot. Okay. Well, you know, it is what it is. Where is it, my guy? Battle stabs. Man, he's killing me. I'll take the other super restore that's down here. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Stand on it. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so unfortunately I'm going to be taking one of the top spots in leagues for alchemical hydra kills. Just because I haven't gotten my drop yet. It's if I had gotten it, I would have left this behind long ago, because I don't care too much for the pets in leagues. They're nice to have, but I'm not really gonna prioritize it too much. Especially because pets are the same drop rate as in the regular game, so you know it's not too exciting for a lot of them. Here we go. I think this boss has a pretty decent drop rate for the pet. I think it's 1 in 3,000 for this one. Which, I mean, all things considered, that is really not too bad. Because I'm sure some of the other bosses, it would take a lot longer to grind it out. This one, especially like main game, if you have the Dragon Hunter Lance, it goes by quick. Or in leagues, if you've got a whip, then it goes by quick also. Relatively quick, at least. And we're at 93 mil for defense experience. I'm probably going to stop it at 100 mil. 100 mil is more than enough for anybody. Then I'll get the phase change there, but not too much. Not quite enough damage. Somebody asking about Inferno. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Inferno. Haven't been in there. I know there are at least 2 tasks for finishing certain waves in Coliseum. I know the first wave is a task. I think the 6th is another one. Coins. Ugh, no good. Just gonna drink that to get it out of the way. We'll note the bones. Quite a lot of bones. A lot of Hydra bones. I'd have quite a lot of money if this were if the GE could sell, but I mean, it wouldn't make sense to have the GE in leagues anyway, because you just have like everything would be so overinflated supply-wise, because especially with something like Banker's Note, there'd be no point of it. And also with people that went Golden God, there'd be no point of that anyway, too, because you would just have beyond infinite money, so you'd be able to sell and buy any item in the game you'd want without worrying about anything else. So it does make sense to have everybody on their own. I'll just eat one of those sharks just to clear an inventory space. Okay, let's see if this is the one. Coins. Eesh. No such luck. Couple more super restores though. And he's not quite on the... There we go. There's on a tile. Did I miss a swap? Yeah. Barely. Ay, ay, ay. There definitely are some things that they should have put some bad luck insurance on, because I think this already has gotten pretty unreasonable. Like, I know it's just a regular chance drop, but this seems a little unreasonable to have to go more than double on it just because of bad rolls. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do prayers. Elk these couple things. So now I have to work on getting him on the tile. Come on. There we go. Another swap. Come on, man. I got 19 left on this task. And I'm at 472. there's probably a decent chance that I would have gotten it by now in the regular game. Yeah, I left my super combat run out. That's a mistake, because I'm slowing myself down here. Just a little bit. Okay. Snapdragon we don't need. I'm already done with Herblore. And I've got more than enough super restores. A lot of good echo hits there. I'd almost be, I don't know, I feel like I'd almost be better off trying to do the Dragon Warhammer grind at this rate. Because at least those are really fast. This one's almost a minute each. Could probably take down the Lizardman Shamans in like 20 or 30 seconds each. At least. I'm sure I could probably get a couple of them where it's 2 or 3 hits and they're out. A little bit of inventory management while I'm doing this. 2, 3. What do we got? Nothing, man. Just more Elks. And Hydra Bones, of course. Let's just eat one of these sharks. I'm not really using them. Slow grind with 17 left. That should have been a swap, I think. Yeah, it was. $94 mil. It's too much of this boss. I'm sick of it. Here we go, another virtual level in defense. Very, very smooth kills. Let's see it. Nothing. Maple seed, that's an awful drop. What defense level is this actually? 119. Ugh. It's a lot of experience. But I don't have to worry about any of my other styles going past where my defense is at. You know, I am a defense main, but this is a little extreme. Although on main account it's kind of skewed this way too. Where defense probably has close to double what everything else has. The only reason it probably isn't quite as skewed as this is because I do use a lance often. Lance and then something like Guthans to get the shared XP also. Let's see if I can run it over here. There we go. Spread out the drops a little. Let's run here. Yeah, haven't had to use a anti-poison at all on this trip. Where's the lance at? Right here. No. Awful. Well, I'm gunning for the leaderboards, you know. If nothing else, because, I mean, there's no one else doing Hydra this much. There's no point. This is too much, and I don't like it. Get me out of here. 15 more kills on this task. I just trying to find a lance in here. It's the only reason I'm doing this. I mean, I do like Hydra as a boss. That's the only way I can justify this, is I don't mind doing this as a boss. If this were anything else, I'd probably just leave it. Like, I still don't have the task for the Seer's Ring for Dagonauts, but I don't enjoy doing that one, so I'm not going to be going back there to try and get it. I've done that one. I've also done more than enough to be able to get it. That one I'm over 100, and it's supposed to be 1 in 20 drop rate. Somewhere around 1 in 20. That one is even. That's worse bad luck. I mean, relatively. This one's pretty bad, but relatively it's nothing like that. I would have to get to 1,000 before it's as bad as that dry. Ugh. But I will say well on my way to getting to 1,000. Trying to get some elks done. What is this? Teleport to target. Yeah, I don't have that. Okay. Next kill, I'll probably answer a couple texts. I don't like doing it in the second half of the fight. First half of the fight is okay, because it's calmer. Doing the green phase, going green to blue is no problem. And even if I do end up messing it up and taking damage, it's really not a big deal. At the end, there's more swaps and stuff, so it's a little harder to go back and forth looking at something. I don't know why that didn't work. I'll eat this other shark I've got. Why not? Should be one more hit. Yeah. Alright, is this the lance? It's a dragon med helm. And runes. Let's finally swap my prayers, because I was not looking. Let's see if we can get a heal. Otherwise I'll end up having to use the last stand again. Come on, Hydra. This should not be so difficult. Come on over here. Spread out the drops a little. Man, more elks. No good, no good. Come on, man. This is ranged right now. That was gonna be a swap anyway. That was kind of lucky. There have been so many times where I've gone to move around the fire and it just pads me right into it. Okay, let's see if that was it. No, I can't believe this. $480 is so insane for this. For a 1 in 200. Thing is, I'm probably gonna get another pair of gloves too. It's probably gonna fake me out seeing the unique thing, and it's gonna be gloves. A lot of good hits there. I think that was a swap. It was. Let's get these items in a slightly different spot on the floor. Okay. What do we get? Ugh. Every time I'm like getting ready for it on the ground and it's not there. Ugh. This is awful. It's an awful, horrible grind. Leagues should not be like this. Well, that wasn't too bad. Kind of low on health, but I guess I don't really need to worry about health because I know I've got the last stand available if I need it. Which I definitely shouldn't here. You'd think after almost 500 kills I'd kind of have the hang of it. But I did just miss a prayer as I was saying that. Let's pull him over here. What do we got? Ugh, man. It's gotta be one of these. It's gotta be one of them. 482. No, we may die. I'm not paying a lot of attention. 95.7 in defense experience. Pretty solid. I'm not going to hit 100 mil during this task, but won't be too far off. Let's see one hit and then a prayer change. The heals are really few and far between in this. Luckily got one there, but it feels like every time I'm gotta wait a long time between heals. Just got another one. It's weird. It's definitely more than normal. I know I've spent a lot of time here, low health, just because I'll miss something and then the rest of the time just be kind of waiting on it. I don't know what the deal is with this man. I'm going to be top of the leaderboards by the time I get a lance. I'm going to say that was a swap. I don't actually know. It was. Okay. 95-9 defense. Come on, Lance. No. I'm going to be very close to 500 after this task, which is very sad. That is so much time on this boss. Okay, this isn't a bad spot to have the drops this time. First poison of this. After 20 kills, finally got poisoned. No such luck. Ugh. 485. Oh. You hate to see that. It's a real amateur mistake. Okay, now we can go lure. Note all Hydra bones. Okay. Got it. Got an elk. Got an elk. We'll run. I'll take one hit, that's fine. It's more prayer than health, one way or the other. Two. This is going to be poison. Very rarely make it to second poison. So this is going to be a slower kill. Still in the 2-minute range. Okay, we'll run it over here. 96 mil. One hit, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hits for the last phase. Nothing. I don't want these. Oh, God. Slow with the mouse. Hydro bones, please. And this is ranged, apparently. Now it's magic. Ugh, slow, slow, slow. Another super combat. Just keep rolling with it. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Yikes. Let's pull it. Put the drops on top of this other shark over here. What do we got? Ranging potion, a supply drop. I'll take super restores. 4 left on task. So, I mean, there are only 2 things I really need right now. One being Basilisk tasks, and the other one being Hydra tasks. The other stuff I'm really not too concerned about gear-wise, because it's going to be something that would be easier to do with gear that I need from these 2 things. So we're just kind of waiting on the drops. Okay, so, alright, great. Just path me right into it. Yeah, let's just die here. Good. Because then I don't need to worry about any of this. I'll just heal and come back. Okay, or I still will have to worry about it. Unbelievable. Yeah, that was all around a horrible, horrible kill. And another jar of chemicals. Are you kidding me? That's another, it's just taunting me at this point. Because that's twice the rarity of the item I need that I haven't gotten in 500 kills. Ugh. Another poison. Note the Hydra bones. Yeah, and I didn't, ugh, that was awful. Didn't even get a heal off of the last stand because I just didn't have the damage. And that's a swap too. Yeah, I'm gonna need a break from this boss for a little while. If it's not within the end of this task, just because this is just so frustrating. Because I spent at least a week here now of like what I've been doing in leagues is just thinking it's got to be one of these, and it's been a week of just farming this boss as much as I can and farming Slayer. It's too much. I cannot believe it gave me a jar of chemicals. That's so insane. Yeah, still nothing. Let's pull it first. That kill was minute 48, so I should probably have last stand pretty soon. I think there is a chat message for it. Yeah. So I shouldn't need it, but it's back up. It would be pretty hard to die here. Ugh, God. What a frustrating game sometimes. Yeah, of course. Another incident with the fire. I'm gonna die from that, so I'll just leave this on. Yeah, this has been a terrible trip on top of everything, just with the with how many times I've messed things up and had to use last stand. This is very, very unusual for me. That wasn't even a swap, was it? Ugh. Yeah, we're just having a bad time today. Ugh. So I think I'll probably be like top 150 on leaderboard for Hydra after this task is done. And then I imagine if I have to come back here with another task and do this, I'll probably be top 100. Because there's no chance there's somebody that isn't farming the pet that has just gotten as unlucky with all this. Yeah, task is over. What do we get? Crystal Key is gotta be one of the most useless drops possible. Okay, well, last destination is Mount Carome, so. Yikes. Okay, I'm just gonna end the stream there. It's been a day, but I'll be back at some point. So have a good one, everybody.